Man City 2, Villarreal nil, bro. Also known as the Yellow Submarine back in Spain. But guys, oh my god, I am so happy with my team. Guys, listen to me. I'm so proud of all of you, from the manager to the player to the coaching staff to the owner of the club. Trust me, yo, I am happy the way that Pep Guardiola is running this team right now. Keep on doing the right thing, Pep. You're on the right path. Guys, though, stay focused. Do not listen to the outside noise. If we keep on playing like this, trust me, we can do great things this season, especially with the team that we have and also with the squad depth. Trust me. In this game, trust me, I had zero doubt in my team getting the 3 points. Even though last week there was a little bloop, but I don't mind that. But today, trust me, man, I had zero doubt. But before we get any further, Man City, that kit is on fire, bro. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get one of those kit. Bro, that kit is fire. I'm gonna have to get one, man. Trust me, it is I love it, man. So the first goal was scored in the 17th minute by the best striker in the world, Erling Haaland, guys. We cannot argue this anymore. This guy have the most insane stats so far. Played 12 games and scored in 11 so far. Just look at that. And I know people are going to say Harry Kane this, Mbappe this. But you know what? I don't want to even mention Mbappe games, because Mbappe penalties alone bring him up there. If you want to compare Haaland, compare him to a man like Harry Kane. But do not bring Mbappe in this argument, because Mbappe only have PKs. But the run from Haaland, man, beautiful cutback by Mr. Rico Lewis. You see, that's why it's important for you to know your players and know the runs that your players is going to make, bro. Sorry, your teammates. Because that cutback that Rico Lewis pulled today, he know exactly where Erling Haaland was going to be. So he scored the first one in the 17th minute. And as I've been saying before, Man City, we're going to always score. But the main thing I'm worried about is just the defensive structure. And I'm not going to lie, we're playing a little bit better. It's not as what we want it to be, but it can get better. But I'm going to give them grace so far, because they're not really conceding. And today we got a clean sheet, so that's a big plus away from home. Something that we really get, a clean sheet. So I'm going to be happy with that. So Haaland scored in the 17th minute, and I heard a commentator said, yo, the Villarreal players must be so upset, because one thing with Man City, guys, these guys, oh my god, they will keep the ball for the entire game if they have to and if they can. That's one thing I like about this team. You see, whenever they're winning, trust me, Man City will knock this team off the park. Pass after pass after pass. And I have no problem with that. I have zero problem with Man City making at least 1 billion passes or whatsoever. I don't care. But my only thing is that at what point in the game are we making so many passes, bro? At what point? And if we're losing, hell no. If we're winning, depends on the scoreline. 1-0, no. 1-0, that's too scary, bro. If we're 2-0 up, fine. I have no problem. No problem with that. You guys can do whatever you want. I don't care. But at least let's get a little comfort out of the game before we start making this tiki-taka pass and all those stuff. I have no problem, bro. But let's get a little comfort. So after, we all know Man City pass until we got the second goal scored by Mr. Bernardo Silva. And guys, I want to ask my Man City fans, yo, what do you think the club should do for Bernardo at the end of the season? Should we keep him or should we sell him? Let me know what we should do, because right now I think Bernardo, he has been at the club for years right now. I think he's probably the only player, otherwise from John Stone. So I think if Bernardo decides that he wants to move on, it's up to him. It's up to him, to be honest, because the players that we have right now, we can do without Bernardo. But it's always good to have squad depth, and it's always good to have players with experience. That's one thing Pep said. We can buy any players, but we need the core players to guide the young ones in. So if you want to keep Bernardo, I have no problem. But we have to limit his minutes, because Bernardo is getting very old and his legs cannot keep up with the game right now. So if you're gonna keep him, limit his minutes because we have a lot of players, in front of him. So after he scored that second goal to make it 2-0, that was basically it for the first half. Now going into the second half, now I expect Man City to keep the ball as long as they want. I expect that. That's just Man City game. They're gonna pass. They're gonna do this. They're gonna try everything. And as I said, I have zero problem with that, bro. Zero problem. Because we're winning, right? We should keep the ball. Let the opponent chase the ball. That's what we should be doing. Keep the ball from them. Let them chase it. And then they're gonna leave space in behind. We got chances in them. We got chances, but we didn't take them. But that's when we're winning. So the opponent have to step out. They have to take that risk. And with them taking that risk, they're gonna leave a lot of spaces in behind them. So Duku can run in behind. Savino can run in behind. Haaland can run in behind, and any other player can run in behind. But Pep, I don't know how you do it, bro. Honestly, I don't know how you convert a central defender like John Stone into a midfielder, even though we saw it in the Champions League final in 2023 when we beat Inter Milan. But John Stone in the midfield, even though when he was at Everton, he was playing there, but not as much as he's playing there right now at Manchester City. That's why you know that Pep Guardiola, he really changes sport. If we're really watching this sport, we know that certain things, especially in the Premier League right now, it's because of Pep Guardiola. One, a defender advancing into the midfield, that's of Pep. A fullback coming into the midfield, that's because of Pep. We can agree to that. Pep Guardiola changed the entire Premier League. Most coaches have to adapt to it. And you know what? The thing right now, the coaches are adapting to it, but they're using it in their own way against us. That's what I've realized. So Pep right now, you have to find a different tweak. You have to find a different tactics on how we can get around these coaches. But to be honest, right now, I have zero fear in this team. Trust me, I have zero fear. I see what they can do. I see the squad that we have, and the squad that we have, trust me, it has potential. This squad that we have right now, guys, trust me, we have potential to do great things this season. Right now, even Arsenal right now, they're playing very well. This episode is not about Arsenal, but they're playing very well, and they look promising as well. Trust me, Arsenal this season look promising. I'm not gonna lie, they look really, really well. They can do things as well because they're cruising past every single one right now. Nobody's in Arsenal way. So, and honestly, even if Arsenal win a major trophy, they deserve it, to be honest, because Arsenal have been runners up for like what 2-3 seasons now. So I think at this point Arsenal really deserve a major trophy. But apart from that, a good win away from home. Our next game in the Premier League is going to be against Aston Villa. I think it's on Sunday. We need those 3 points because Arsenal are playing Crystal Palace on Saturday. So if those guys can at least get a draw and we get all those 3 points from Aston Villa, we're going to be on top of the Premier League now. So that's going to be a big plus for us. You know what I mean? But as I said before in the intro, guys, I love the way that Pep is rotating the players, and it's good news for us to see Omar Mamouche back and Ryan Cherky. Ain't no is back, but Pep hasn't played him yet. But it's good to see that the full squad is coming back together, man. That's why I said when this team is fit, man. Oh my God, bro. Trust me, man. The league is going to be in problem. Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, any single tournament that we're in, that is going to be in trouble with the squad depth that we have. We have goalkeepers, we have defenders, we have midfielders, we have strikers, we have every single thing to get the job done for this season. So I don't want to see any player playing week in, week out. It depends on the game. I have no problem. But with certain games, Pep, we can rest some of the big players. Today, we didn't play Phil Foden. That's good. Phil have been playing. But I thought that you would have taken off Haaland a little bit earlier, but you didn't, which that's okay. And I'm also looking back for Kushnerov to come back to full matchday fitness. They said that he should be back roughly in a few days, which that's our next big plus for us because he's a massive right back for us, you know. So that's basically it for this episode, my people. If you guys like this video, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Peace.